Nerd Effect News Show. We are on episode number 35.
Are you sure about that?
I am sure this time. Thank you. I am one of your nerd anchors, Dustin Vancour. I'm joined by my buddies,
Mac and Logan.
Mason, Ireland.
Yay!
Doesn't sound right.
No. So should we just start the news off with that news?
Okay.
Due to life circumstances, Miss Nikki Prindle will no longer be a regular on the podcast. However, we still loves the Nikki. She is still our friend. She is still awesome. She just, has some other stuff going on.
Yep.
So that doesn't mean she won't be back ever. It's just she won't be regular like she used to be.
Yeah, we'll definitely be, at the very, very least, be trying to get her on a final wrap-up of the initiative. So, yeah. So there's that.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, it's us three schmucks. And,
well, she will have her presence on the Facebook. And
yeah,
like that.
she'll still contribute to the medias
Yep.
of the social variety. But yeah, thanks, Nikki, for being a regular for all this time.
Yep.
And we'll always have you back on whenever you want to come on.
Oh, yeah.
So, and she'll always have her email address if you just want to email her and say, I loves you.
Yep.
So that's Nikki at nerdeffect.com.
Is that Nikki, right?
Nikki.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes. Like Nikki 6.
Except for with less heroin and cocaine.
Yeah, far less heroin and cocaine.
And I'm just gonna say it. Sorry, Nikki, but his hair was way more gorgeous than yours.
He did. He had some
fabulous hair.
Goddamn, you could ride that wave.
Welcome to the 80s.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess now that that's out of the way, let's go on the table. How you been, Mike?
Yeah, live. Okay. Good.
To start.
Yeah. Yeah, hasn't been a whole lot going on. Only real new thing was playing through Tiny Tina's raid on Dungeon Keep on
Dragon Keep.
Dragon Keep, right? Okay. So Borderlands 2 DLC.
Mm.
Yeah. You have to have a character at least level 30 to be able to get in there. So I finally got around to playing enough that I had my level 30 that I could do it. So playing through that.
Nice.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Sweet.
A lot of insider D&D jokes and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice when you got actual nerds working on a video game to put those little pokes in there.
Oh, that's right. Been watching Critical Role on the Nerdist Network.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
wait,
it's
Critical
been fun.
Isn't that Geek and Sundry?
Yes, but Geek and Sundry and Nerdist are now two halves of one being.
I think they're both owned by Legendary or something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But they have become the alchemically perfected nerd being of the internet.
They are the yin to each other's yang.
Yes.
So how's that been going? I heard those aren't those
interesting.
like 5 or 6 hour fucking long shows?
Well, they're
sometimes?
on average, I think they're about 2 hours per video. And yeah, okay. So 2 to 4 or 5 hours, depending on the episode. Just depends on how long they go.
Sweet.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fun. The guy that's doing the GMing has come up with some pretty interesting plots and stories and things like that. And you have a whole bunch of dope.
Well, so much for phones not ruining the show.
And
clank.
yeah, all the everybody on it they're all voice actors. And so they all do, really silly shit and really act it up. And so it's fun to watch.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the Wheats on that show sometimes too, right? Will Wheaton?
Yeah, they had some guest
Felicia
episodes.
Day
Yeah, Felicia Day was on there. Will Wheaton was on there. The Vin Diesel thing.
Yeah.
It was with them, although they can't officially show it on the show, but you can go look up Vin Diesel D&D and find it. But yeah,
I know he was doing like a live stream from his phone, like a Periscope thing from his Facebook account, going around talking to all the Geek and Sundry guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Sweet. Anything beyond the computer screen?
Not really. Just working and getting by. That's about all that's been going on.
I know you've been chugging that OT.
Well, haven't had that much available.
Oh.
They got us cut back to weekends. And Saturday after work, I go straight from work to my Saturday game. And then Sunday, I can get in a couple hours a week. So, not that much.
Well, better than a kick in the teeth.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Mason?
Working my butt off. Besides that,
I was wondering where your butt went.
It's been worked off. I don't know exactly where it is at this point either. It's probably at work.
Somewhere between here, Franklin, and your house, I'm sure.
Sure, somewhere. But yeah, besides being at work a lot, let's see. Playing Guild Ball, getting ready to play War Machine Mark III. Been doing a lot of painting because of those two things. The game This War of Mine was on a really deep sale on Steam a couple weekends ago, and it's hard to play.
Okay.
Well,
what's the reason why it's hard to play?
So I sent one of my guys out to go scavenging around. For those of you who don't know, the premise of This War of Mine is that a war is going on, and you're in a bombed-out city. But you're a Joe Schmo. You and everyone you encounter basically are Joe Schmo survivors. You are not military soldiers with supply lines and ammunition and guns. Nope, you're just regular people.
That would be way too convenient.
Yeah, no, you're regular people. So, you get encounters like, oh, hey, you can get into this house. You sneak into the house. Oh, look, there's an old couple in the house. But they have a lot of food stored. And, you guys have maybe a day's worth of food left for each person in your survival group. What do? Do you steal the food from the old people? Do you kill the old people and take the food?
Well, they're going to die soon anyway.
Or do you leave the food for them and hope that you find something else so your people don't starve? That's one of the easy decisions. So,
they're old, pop.
Thankfully, I don't have any razor blades, or I'd be all emo up on this shit and slitting my wrists.
Nope.
So, yeah.
Mason, why is your hair covering half your face?
Because I've been playing This War of Mine.
It's internal conflict. What was me?
Your mascara's running. Come on, carry on.
But thank you. I have nice thick lashes. Thank you. I don't need mascara.
Flutter.
Actually, I've been thinking about trimming my lashes. I got glasses now, and the ones I got, the lenses are like really close to my eyes. And being a new to glasses person, I didn't realize that my eyelashes would be rubbing up on it all day and smearing up my lenses. So it's like really annoying.
Your glasses look very similar to mine.
Yeah, they are very similar frame shape.
So yeah, let's see.
Welcome to the Four-Eyed Club.
Besides that, I still have my 2015 Vision.
Yeah, you suck.
Just figured I'd mention that.
Is that your mutant power?
One of them.
Mine is my dick. Carry on.
Shrinking things isn't supposed to be that kind of superpower.
Get out of the pool and it shrinks at an accelerated rate.
Oh!
One would even say inverted.
Becomes a mangina. Okay. Moving on.
Mike, why do you look like a Ken doll?
So, yeah. So yeah, it's been much. I've been painting a lot of minis, playing some war games, and going all emo on video games.
Sweet.
So D, what's been going on?
Life, Mike. Life's been happening. So I haven't recorded one of these in a while, because life. That's why it took so long to get Casey's and the Dice Willing People's podcast out. Life. But
oh yeah. Side note, Casey. Yeah, we actually had him join us on our Friday game. And that was pretty fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I made an alchemist that was just throwing alchemical bombs everywhere and blowing the shit out of everything. So it was a lot of fun.
Like red fire, green fire, blue fire. So pretty.
Mm-hmm.
More or less, yeah.
He knows how to twink a character. Mm-hmm.
Very, very cool. It's nice to know that this is what it's like when worlds collide, as Power Man 5000 would say. So on my end, as far as the video game world goes, I got Doom for my 5th anniversary, and I've been playing lots of Doom. Doom de doom 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 doom.
Doom de doom 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 de doom 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 doom.
And as stated in my review of the beta when it first came out, it still holds true. It's everything Call of Duty is not, and that is a good thing. Holy fuck, it's just blood, gore, shoot weapons. There's no need to like try and fucking sniper scope people. It's just blah.
Yep.
You got like 10 different weapons, each with like 2 different modifications that you can add to them. It's you just guns, blood, and gore and glory.
And Doom Guy, who solves all of his problems with anger and guns. It's awesome.
That's true. He really absolutely gives 0 fucks in this game, and it's amazing because whenever you're in the non-playable scenes and you're trying to interact with the other people that are trying to like help get you out, I guess, or guide you on your journey.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the characters, but he's basically this cybernetic guy that's had his brain transplanted into or uploaded into a robot.
Yeah.
And he's trying to tell you to like not destroy the argent energy, and you're just like, fuck it. The only thing to get this thing, the way to get this thing turned off, I'm not gonna go through and fucking pull some wires or try to reprogram this thing. He just goes smashy smash on it.
Yep.
And he's like, no, stop it! You're not supposed to do that. And he just starts yelling at him. It's pretty funny. As far as life goes,
damn it, Bethesda missed a golden opportunity there. Done a press release for Doom on April 1st before it had come out, talking about Doom Guy being a fully voiced protagonist. Yeah.
Yeah, his actions definitely speak louder than any words that could come out of his mouth.
That's exactly the point.
Like, fuck this. In fact, the opening of the game, you're naked on a fucking operating table, and you get up and happen to find a little pistol, which is always your opening weapon.
Yeah.
On a dead guy, and you're just like, oh, ploop, 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 and start shooting the zombie baddies. And then you're like, oh, look, power armor, or whatever it is.
Yep.
So yeah, it's fun, man. The upgrade system's really simple. That's the way I like it. There's no fucking weird things you gotta do to earn. They do have a, like accomplishments that you can get within each round. Like,
yeah,
if you can kill 2 guys with 1 shot, that gives you a little bit of an extra bonus or something like that. There's a little, not side quests, but goals you can try and achieve within each level. And then that gives you an extra boost, I think, in your weapon upgrades or just whatever. I can't remember. It's got good old fashioned secrets that you can find in the game. Like if you can jump around to like certain cliffs or find doors that don't necessarily exist.
Yep.
You find secrets that have lots of loots. And yeah, it's fun.
The way first person shooters are meant to be.
Mm-hmm. The glory days. And then as far as life goes, big shit be happening, man. We're trying to sell our house. Decided a while back that we needed something bigger, a little bit more. We were casually talking about it for months, and then Jen went on a play date with one of Evie's friend's moms, and it turns out that they lived in Southeast Boise and went to a particular school that Jen was interested in, and So that means they would have gone to the same school together. Long story short, at that point, her brain finally snapped and said, okay, we need to buy a new fucking house. And we were specifically looking in Southeast Boise at one point, and realized that we weren't. It got to a point where we realized we just weren't going to be able to afford it. We thought we might get approved for a bigger loan than we actually did, but it turns out because of Jen's student loans, our debt-to-income ratio is through the roof. So we actually got more of a loan by me applying by myself than we would have if we applied together.
Wow.
Yeah. So weird.
Yeah.
So now we're on the lookout for just basically a house in general, one that's not going to take 1,000 years to get all the different places that we want to go. We're actually looking out in what is known as the West Valley, Boise area. So basically anything north of Fairview, east of Eagle Road, and like south of State Street or Chinden. And like west of Cole Road. If that, I know you guys can visualize it, but to the people who don't know what that looks like, well, Google it. I don't care.
You have Google Maps.
Yes. There's a lot of cool, well-established neighborhoods in that area that just have nice, big, full-grown trees, and Centennial High School's over there, which is decently rated, and there's a lot of good little fun little elementary schools that seem to be would be good for Evie to go to when she gets to that point. In the meantime, we've just been trying to get all of our shit out of our house. Our house is currently empty. Not a fucking thing in it. Except for my 60-inch TV, which is sitting on the wall still. And some random food in the fridge and the pantry. But other than that, it's...
So you gotta get the TV.
And the garage. The garage is still full of shit. But we're gonna try and take care of all that this weekend. We'll probably leave this stuff in the garage, but we still have to replace a bunch of fixtures. We have to replace a ceiling fan and 2 faucets and a shower head. So, what are you gonna do? What else? So yeah, looking forward to getting a bigger place. One of my requirements is that I must have some sort of bonus room, because I would like to eventually transfer the podcast out of this office into a more homey environment.
For your homies?
For my homies, where it's nice and air conditioned.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, because you can get those big mats that people use to lay on their beds and stuff. You can get like the blue ones, and then just staple those to the wall and have that for sound dampening. You
mean the egg crate?
Yeah, egg crate.
Yeah, if I'm gonna do that, I'll actually buy the fucking paneling. I'll get black and blue and checkerboard.
Okay.
Which I think would look pretty cool.
Oh yeah. And then when we start videoing, I'd be looking hot.
Well, I bought that big green screen setup.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we have a green screen.
I didn't know we had a green screen.
Do now.
The hell?
And we got a boom mic.
Yeah.
So we can do a video entry of ourselves, and you can have the explosion behind me.
Boom.
Yeah.
Well, and you saw the new video entry we have too.
Well, Gangnam Style.
Huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I paid somebody on Fiverr to create that.
That was pretty good. I mean, it reminds me a lot of the...
Cost me $10.
Like PS2 opening screen when you turn it on. That's what it made me think of.
Kinda, yeah. Like a boot screen.
Yeah, a little bit like a boot screen.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That was well spent.
I told the guy, I was like, I don't know exactly what I'm really looking for. I like this. I like the view that you have on this one, because it was like a demo that you can look at on Fiverr. And I was like, but he's like, in the description, just what kind of music do you like? And I was like, well, I was looking for something a little bit rock, but I'm also, I like old school gaming too, so kind of like the 8-bit chiptune type of music is another thing that I kind of want. And he emailed me back and said, your video's done. And I really liked your idea, so I put a little bit of both in. So he's kind of got the rock style entry, but it has a like little chiptune sounds in between the cutscenes of the. You've seen it. So
if you haven't seen it, go to our YouTube channel. Check out a newer video.
And it's paid for and official. Boom.
Yeah, the only video up with it right now is Mason's trip through Cherry City Comic Con. And that's the only one that has it right at the moment.
Awesome.
because it was created after we did the interviews.
We'll have to come up with some video stuff to do.
Yep. We still got some Nerd Effect tastes we should do, and stuff.
God. All right.
What?
Make me taste things. I don't want to put it in my mouth.
Yes, you do. All the things go in your mouth, and you know it.
Everybody wants to put it in their mouth.
And silence on that note.
And dead air. Awesome. On to the news.
Woo! Anyway, that's my life, and shit's happening, and hopefully good things in the future, and hopefully a nice big bonus room that we can do all the weird shit in. Not to be taken sexually. Yeah, Mason's getting groovy. So
I'm taking it sexually.
It's good. That's fine.
Actually, just remembering one thing I want to bring up. Do we want to possibly start a new game show? Since we don't have Nikki around, it's not going to really feel right for the initiative.
Well, the reason I always named it with initiative was because it could easily be changed between games.
Well, it could still be the initiative. It would
still be initiative, just not that particular.
Just not that particular game. It would end at that point, and we restart with whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we got the Numenera thing that Mason could do. I got, other games, or we could still run that initiative world with new characters.
No more Pathfinder.
All right, he's a little sick of Pathfinder, so maybe something, some other game. But maybe
we'll talk. Let's talk about that later on. After.
Well, that's true. We can talk about it. But I was thinking, if the audience has any suggestions.
Okay, if you have any suggestions for games that do not involve the word Dungeons, Dragons, Path, or Finder, or anything based off of the D20 system, let us know.
Cyberpunk?
We could do that.
Mecton.
We could do that.
All I know is Cyberpunk and Big Stud.
Mecton's pretty much the same system as Cyberpunk.
Isn't Cyberpunk a D20 based system?
No. Die-10 based.
Oh.
Yeah, but the guys that made Cyberpunk...
Artel Saurian Games.
Yes, Artel Saurian Games. They do Mecton too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Mike Pondsmith.
Yep.
One of my favorite game guys ever.
I know not these things. This is not my forte. But I will play the shit out of them with you guys, obviously.
So, yeah. Anyway, news time.
Yes.
News! Okay. Rochambeau it. There we go.
Kai bye bo.
All right. Ready?
Okay, here we go.
It's gonna happen.
Ready? Kai bye bo. Kai bye bo. Mike gets to go first.
Mike takes it for the win.
Yay! I win. Wait, what I win? Oh yeah,
You gotta go first.
First guinea pig.
Yeah. No one ever said winning was a good thing.
Okay, so the European Space Agency had announced an ambitious plan.
What is that plan, Mike?
So the plan is to build a new space station within about 10 years' time,
Okay.
halfway between the Earth and the Moon.
Cool.
Okay. So
it's
why would we want a space station halfway between the Earth and the Moon?
So we can exploit the resources of the moon.
Oh, okay, that is one. So a few things to keep in mind. So the International Space Station, it is scheduled to come out of service in 2024.
Yep.
So it's going to be right after, this is right after that 10-year time frame is, basically to replace the International Space Station is one of the major goals on that. So several advantages for having a space station in that kind of location. So you have the option to do studies in space to prep for further exploration into the solar system. So, you're out deeper in space and you have the ability to do further experimentations for that. It works as a go-between for any manned missions to the moon. And it can also be used as a launch platform for other missions throughout the solar system. So basically you have a waypoint or a crossroads in space for those type of missions.
Which, on the level of interstellar travel between here and the moon, is not very far.
No, but it's still a hell of a long way.
It's true.
Let's see. Yeah, basically, it's basically a platform for them to be able to do new forms of scientific study and, basically move the human race further out into space.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep.
When are they hoping to have this?
Plus, we'd also have that much more warning when the aliens attack.
That's true, yeah. They're looking at they're stated a 10-year time frame.
To get started or to have it complete?
Have it complete.
Have it complete.
Oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
We know how to build space stations now. I mean, that's the thing is that once we do something, humans are pretty good at replicating it and improving on it. Mm-hmm. So, just look at computers. The computers that took us to the moon are less than 1/100th to the power of my phone. So, we are pretty good at improving stuff once we managed to get it going. The first computer took up a room the size of this entire floor of this building. But now you can wear a computer and a watch. Mind you, phone's still a better interface than a watch for most things because better for input. But
you mean the microcomputer that just happens to have a phone feature?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, in a kind of a related story, I did see an article recently that they were, I guess, they're looking at when they do retire the International Space Station, that they're going to plan on scuttling it, like in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Scuttle. So they're going to actually have it drop into the ocean.
Planned.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of debris comes into the atmosphere from space. Most of it not planned.
So somebody's going to have to land this bitch, right?
No, computers are going to land it.
Oh, that's no fun.
I would not want to be...
Just being that guy, I would be like fucking yelling cowboy noises all the way into the atmosphere.
I'm pretty certain the International Space Station would not survive re-entry.
Parts of it will. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. You could have like a pilot-specific pod that would, I don't know, eject at a certain point. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they'll just use the computers.
Yeah.
Maybe the computers will decide, no, I don't want to die, and make the International Space Station go off into deep space somewhere.
And then they'll return 10,000 years from now an advanced alien race of computer-generated AIs that hate their forebears and come back and destroy humanity.
Yay, movie plot. And they go back in time to get the time when humans tried to destroy them.
That's called the Terminator.
Okay. It works. It's just Terminators from space.
Okay.
Put a twist on it. They'll buy it.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll just call the AI Skyweb?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like the GoBots to Transformers.
Exactly.
It's not quite really the same thing, but it is.
Exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
They'll download themselves into our computers. And that's how the invasion will take place.
Damn it. I would welcome our new robot overlords as long as they let me keep playing video games.
Yeah, they just might own you on it.
They can't play with me. They react too quickly.
They kind of know what happens as it's happening, so it doesn't really help.
Yeah. They have to artificially create input lag.
Lol. So, Mason, what do you got?
So, speaking of Europe, for those of you who don't know, which is, I'm going to assume most of you because you're American, no offense, but we don't get a lot about this kind of stuff in our news. So I'm not trying to be offensive to the public. I'm trying to be offensive to our news networks because our modern American news networks don't report news. They report sensationalism.
Can I be offensive to the public?
you didn't know this was happening until I mentioned it to you.
Well, no.
So what he's saying is to be offensive to the public, you're like him.
What is happening right now?
I'm not sure anymore. I was trying to go somewhere with a joke, and he just kind of turned it on me. I don't know what happened.
He turned into a communist somehow. And just...
He's not a communist. But no, seriously. Yeah, American news is bad and doesn't report news. Because who the fuck cares what's going on with the Kardashians? If you do, okay, I am trying to be offensive to you if you care what's going on with the Kardashians. Or Bieber, or whatever.
Justin Bieber did fall into a stage hole.
Okay, that was hilarious.
Connected with the fucking...
Yeah.
God, that was amazing.
So, but this weekend, there is a referendum vote going on in the United Kingdom to see if the United Kingdom stays part of the European Union or will exit the European Union. And, you know, a lot of even the outlets who have talked about it they haven't really looked at it like as to what it is in a lot of ways. They keep talking about it being something that's British, something that's the UK. But what they're not really remembering is that this is going to affect the rest of the European Union. And, you know, so it would be kind of like having California decide to have a referendum to vote their way out of the United States.
Texas tried once.
I
If I remember correctly.
Cali tried it, honestly.
Well,
only
also
if Trump gets elected.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take all the Mexicans with you. That's exactly what he would say.
I know.
Yep.
Then he'd be complaining when he didn't have enough food.
Oh, I really miss my avocados.
Yeah.
That was a horrible Trump impression. In fact, I think I went Kennedy on that one.
You kind of went a little Kennedy. Yeah.
Oh, I want my avocados. And a little British.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that was either. I'm sorry. I'll stop right there.
Can you do Clinton?
Any what?
Can you do Clinton?
I did not have sexual relationships with that women.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did.
Big Willie style.
So, but anyway, a lot of countries that are in the European Union are now flying the British flag or lighting up important buildings in major cities with the colors of the Union Jack, to try to show that they want and they appreciate and they want the United Kingdom to be part of the European Union. You know, they're trying to, obviously it's in a lot of ways in their best interest. Even though Great Britain doesn't use the euro, they still use the pound. Mm-hmm. They accept euros, and there's like most prices in the UK have a euro price and a pound price on them.
Kind of like how we have American and Canadian dollars.
No. In Europe, the euro is the standard currency. Like, there is no more, like, Swiss franc. There is no more franc. There's no more, kroner, I think it is from Germany.
Rupees.
Rupees would be India, and they still have them.
Oh, okay. I'm just throwing random currencies out there. Don't mind me.
Yeah, but, so...
You take this peso, man?
But, each
Wrong
European...
continent.
No, Spanish pesos.
Boom.
Spain uses pesos too?
Yeah. Well, they used to. Now they use the euro.
Mexico's left with the peso.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was a different peso when they became different countries.
Okay, yeah.
Just like the American, the Canadian, and the Australian dollar are not the same dollar.
Makes sense.
Two of those three are all made in the same country. Canada doesn't make their own money. Australia does for them. But
Gonna make us some money, eh?
Damn right.
Okay, we need to stop and let this news show go on.
But anyway, so, yeah, but it's not the same. It's because that Great Britain never gave up the pound. So they accepted both the euro of the rest of Europe, and they still kept the pound themselves. But the pound wasn't legal tender anywhere else in Europe. So, and a lot of the Europeans do kind of want the Great Britain to give up the pound and move over to the euro system. But the problem is the pound is the most powerful currency in the world.
So they don't want to water it down.
Right. Because the pound, it's approximately $1.60-ish right now to £1. And the pound is the only currency that's more powerful usually than the dollar. The euro floats about the same as the dollar, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, depending. I think it's a little more right now, but not as much as the British pound.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah. So a lot of the other states, or the other countries, technically state is correct, of Europe want Great Britain to stay. So they're actually trying to show that they want solidarity with Great Britain. They don't want them to leave. But the vote is up to Great Britain and its citizens, or the UK, I should say, not Great Britain, the UK and its citizens, to decide whether or not they leave the European Union. So it's kind of it's a rather historic thing because in not too many years they've had both part of their own country want to secede. When Scotland was talking about when Scotland had a referendum to see if they were going to break away from the United Kingdom, which they didn't. And now the United Kingdom is trying to break away from an even larger political body, which is the European Union. So it's kind of interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah. And, whatever happens, I wish both the European Union and Great Britain well, because if we get Trump, you may have a lot of American refugees. Just warning you.
Well, England already come out and said if you elect Trump president, he's not coming over here.
No, they've actually just banned him, period.
That's what I'm saying.
Not even if he's banned, becomes president. He cannot touch UK soil anymore in his life, ever, even now, even though he's not president. No. They've just outright banned his dumb ass.
Like he gives a shit, but...
I would love to see him break the law and do it. Because the British aren't going to take his shit, and they're just going to arrest him and throw him in Scotland Yard.
And nobody will care.
Because they're like, I'm Donald Trump. So?
Great.
You know who this is? This is the Queen. She's richer than you. She's never been bankrupt. Oh!
She's liquid, baby.
The British royal family is rather rich. They are more than just figureheads. In fact, they actually get a salary from the British government just to be the royal family.
Basically, the country's mascot.
Well, the thing is that they are given that money to live on because they're the family, not the family being the royals and in charge of the country, technically own the land. They actually own a massive amount of land in England.
Actually, if I remember correctly, the way title works in England is that you don't actually own the land when you purchase it. You're purchasing a grant to use the land from the royal family.
Not
or something along those lines.
From the crown, the crown and the royal family are separate entities.
Right.
But the actual family owns a crap ton of land.
Right.
And so way back in the day, one of their ancestors, one of the Georges, if I remember correctly, was in debt. Like personally in debt.
Mm-hmm.
So basically he said, I'll give you my tax revenue when it comes in next year. And for every year thereafter, if you pay if you get me out of debt now and pay me whatever, and it's increased to whatever it is today, cost of living, etc. Mm-hmm. But but the amount they pay, like a lot of people in England, like that are anti-royalists, will be like, we don't need the royals. The government pays them money to do nothing, according to anti-royalists.
Yeah, but they do a lot of philanthropy and stuff like that.
Well, yes, but that's with their own money, technically. I mean, yes, it's what they were paid, but
they're positive figureheads.
They are very positive figureheads compared to a lot of countries' figureheads.
Trump.
He's not our figurehead. Obama is still our figurehead, which puts him like on par with the royals, or at least close. But the amount of money that the government of the UK gets off the land taxes is like 250 times what they pay the royal family. And all the royal family has to do to stop this, because it's their land and this is a gentleman's agreement, essentially, is go, we don't want to pay you that anymore. And there's not a damn legal thing the UK can do about it, because it's within the family's rights to back out of that deal. So if you got rid of the royals and stopped paying the royals money, they'd have to get money from somewhere. Mm. So we're going to take our taxes back. Thanks. We're now the richest family in the world again.
Meanwhile, the rest of our country is broke.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So
you done fucked yourself.
Yeah. But the powers are really weird when it comes to the royal family. But I mean, are they getting to vote in this referendum? Yeah. But their vote is not any more powerful than any other citizen of the UK's vote. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. Segue from that, Dustin. Speaking of Europe, so
let's fly on over to Asia.
Segues are hard.
They are. So especially taking a segue from Europe to Asia would be quite the trip on a segue.
Yes. Well, it depends on how far into Asia you want to go and in what part of Europe you started.
South Korea.
You want to get to South Korea from where?
European Union. Where's the most eastern border of the European Union?
Czechoslovakia-ish, I think.
That's still a long fucking way.
Yes, it is.
You have to go across the frozen tundras of, well, maybe not quite that far. You could probably take India.
Well, I was going to say, you just stay north of the Himalayas and just kind of go across Mongolia and China, just about north of the Himalayas, and then drop down. See, the only problem is that you would have to try to go through North Korea. The rest of the journey actually wouldn't be that bad, relatively speaking.
Hey guys, let's just take a boat.
Yeah. How about this? They have airports in South Korea.
Yeah, that too.
Just put your Segway on an airplane and take it with you.
Yep. Just write it on and off of the aircraft.
Oh my god.
Looking like somebody with way too much money and time on their hands. Okay, so we're taking this over to the good old Korea. So a teenage Overwatch player has been accused of cheating. She's just that good with Zarya. I haven't played Overwatch yet.
Neither have I.
It looks like an amazing, fun little game. Like, it looks way simple. Kind of like that same feeling you get with Doom, only a lot more happy.
Yeah, they got the...
It's the bright, cheery Doom.
Yep.
They got a lot of the cinematic stuff you can go watch on YouTube's.
Yeah. And if you're interested to see the gameplay, Twitch. There's a few people playing it on Twitch.
I would say it's like the...
What?
A couple.
Yeah.
I would say it's like the first-person shooter equivalent to League of Legends, maybe.
As far as popularity in their own genres go, yes. League is still by far the leader on Twitch.
Well, and you're going to have a bigger player base on
League
than you will on this.
Yeah.
But anyway, here we go. A 17-year-old Korean gamer who goes by the handle Guguri is so damn good that playing Zarya in Overwatch with a 6.31 KD and an 80% win rate, kill-death ratio, and an 80% win rate, that following a dominant performance at the Nexus Cup, she was accused by her opponents of cheating. In fact, 2 of them, according to this post on Reddit, were so convinced that she was hacking that they vowed to quit esports if she could prove that she wasn't. So she proved it.
Nice.
Blizzard officially cleared her of any wrongdoing a few days after the tournament ended, but apparently wasn't sufficient to really make the point. To ensure that there was no lingering doubts, she took to the stage and put an hour-long showcase of her talent for all the world to see. I don't speak Korean, so I have no idea what anyone's talking about, but the Reader's Digest version appears to be that she kicks ass until someone says no mas. Interestingly, despite the quality of her performance, she said she could have done even better, but she's been under a lot of stress over the past few days because of the accusations. She also wore a mask during her appearance on the stream to hide her identity, which all by itself is a tremendously sad comment on the state of video gaming.
Yeah. And especially the fact that, like, I hate to say this about anywhere in the world, but if you think that, like, American boys couldn't handle getting beat by a girl in a video game, Koreans would lose their shit. Mm-hmm. Because it's still in a lot of ways, Korea is still far more sexist than America. Mm-hmm. Even though they elected a female president first.
Good on them, I guess.
Yeah.
As for the 2 pros, ELTA, it's all in caps. So Elta and Strobe from Dizziness, who said they'd quit if she wasn't cheating. They were apparently true to their word and have left the team. That post says Strobe made a death threat first, though, so he gets no credit for following through. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, buddy.
Yeah.
So, some 17-year-old girl in Korea just done whoop some ass on Overwatch. Just made everyone at an esports tournament, they hit her own personal bitch. And immediately got accused of cheating.
Yeah. Because a girl can't beat the boys.
No. It just doesn't work that way, Mason.
Nope.
You go, girl.
See, I get my ass kicked all the time on League by girls, so I know it can happen, and
it's kind of hot.
Yeah,
it's probably something to do with that female-dominating type thing.
I just, want someone who can play video games.
It is nice, even if it's something simple.
I prefer it to be things like League.
Well, Jen and I will pop on Little Big Planet every once in a while.
Yeah.
That's fun. But anyway, that's my news.
Awesome.
Go girl gamers.
Yep.
Don't let the boys get you down. Don't let their prepubescent assholiness get to you.
Yeah. Oh, and also I think we would all like to mention the fact that Burger King is going crazy.
Straight up fucking cray-cray.
Yeah, that's right. They have decided to take mac and cheese and fry it. But no, fried mac and cheese is actually kind of a normal thing in the South.
I've had fried mac and cheese at like Applebee's and shit.
Yeah.
But this is specific.
But this is specific. Because not only do they take the mac and cheese and get ready to fry it, no, they roll that shit in Cheeto dust first and then fry it.
Because if it wasn't easy being cheesy enough,
that's right.
Now it's really fucking hard.
Because you need evidently all the orange powder on the planet.
Can we just call these fried Trumps right now? Like, can we just label that?
Oh my God. Because they are that cheesy, that's true.
And that orange.
And that orange, yes.
Yeah.
Fried Trumps. I like it.
Trumps.
Maybe that's why they came up with the idea for it.
Maybe that's how they did.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go into marketing for fast food.
Lol.
Just start naming foods after
weird shit.
After weird shit.
Because, well, what is weirder than Trump?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton's pretty fucking weird, but
not weirder than Trump.
Not weirder than Trump.
I'm okay with Hillary.
So
even if all the
I was saying before this goes political, stop.
I'm just saying on a personal level, she seems bizarre to me. Like,
yeah,
her laugh makes me cringe. But and Bryan Cranston is Zordon on the new Power Rangers movie. Just chew on that for a minute. Make all the Blue Beth jokes now. Get them out.
Another cosplay I can do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's still Bryan Cranston.
Yes.
I can pull him off pretty good.
That's what I tell you, man. Just shave your head. You got a Heisenberg in you immediately right now.
Yep. I know.
I can throw up the goatee, shave your head, throw on some. You got the glasses now.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
Almost identical, I'm sure, to the glasses he wears in the show.
So then all we just need to get you is a couple of bags of blue rock candy to double as meth.
Hand it out to kids at cons. Like, just put little snack baggies full of blue rock candy and hand it out to kids.
Booyah.
Or adults.
Or adults.
Oh, yeah. Be handing out all the rock candy.
I'm not sure if they... I don't know how... They'd have to clear you on that, I'm sure, first.
Yes,
but,
they would.
Because I'm sure you just can't walk in and start handing shit to people. Well, you could, but they'd kick you out pretty quick, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Some dude dressed as Heisenberg just handing people fucking what looks like a bag of blue meth, but I'm not really sure if it's candy or what.
Well, considering meth isn't actually blue.
It's true.
I mean, that was one thing they did on purpose to break the realism of the show was his meth looks wrong. They did that on purpose. Not that I know what meth looks like when it's being cooked, but they said as much that they did that on purpose. So,
but it's the purest form of meth ever made.
Yeah.
That's why it's blue.
Sure, whatever.
Don't care. Still awesome.
Yep.
You gonna do it for Library Comic Con?
Maybe. Let's see, we're looking at end of August.
Yep.
Maybe.
Dude, it involves a razor.
Well, trying to get like the mask and the
what
outfit.
Mask?
Well, like his cooking outfit.
Oh, you're gonna go that Heisenberg.
Yeah, see, but that's easy too. That's a painter's suit and a painting mask. It's like a grand total of $20.
All right.
And like if we go to Harbor Freight, probably cheaper.
Okay. But
I thought we were gonna
make the rock candy and all that stuff.
Make the rock candy. No, I'm gonna go buy the damn rock candy at the store.
They have blue rock candy in the store?
Yes.
I don't know. I've never seen any.
And it's not really hard to make your own. You boil some fucking sugar and put it out on a silpat.
Yeah.
Takes time. I said maybe. I don't know.
And you add some blue food dye to it.
Through the whole process. You guys are making it sound a lot simpler than I was thinking. So
it's because it is.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna have to fucking buy some beakers and some Bunsen burners. I don't know what the fuck to do.
All right. So we'll do the Heisenberg.
Yeah, shit, yeah. We'll come over to my brand new kitchen.
That's right.
And cook it up. And then Mason and I'll be standing in the corner going, "Science, bitch!"
Yeah.
By the way, did you see Aaron Paul on fucking, was it Jimmy Kimmel's show? No, it was
Jimmy Fallon.
Fallon. Other late night host. Fucking
the British dude?
Not John, not the guy who was on Jon Stewart's show, that got his own show. He's hosting a late night show now.
I don't know.
Jon Stewart, but like Jon Stewart, and then
Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert. Thank God damn it.
Well, he's been on the Colbert Report for like a decade.
I know, but I didn't really watch him all that much. I just know he's funny, and I do whenever I watch the show, it was always a laugh, right? But so him and Aaron Paul was a guest on the show, and his favorite, Aaron Paul's from Idaho, and they kind of do this big thing. They always point that out, So Aaron Paul went on the ride with him. So what they did is that one of his favorite places to go to was McCall. He owns a cabin up there, and
I have to say McCall's pretty.
Mm-hmm. And so what they did is they went over the McCall the events calendar. Like the public events calendar, and just poked a shit ton of fun at it. It was funny. It was like, one of them was like, the McCall trail hikers will be meeting in the Rite Aid parking lot at 7 a.m. to discuss plans before heading out. So that was like on the event calendar. Like, oh God.
Well, the thing is, if you actually know like the layout of McCall, you'd kind of want to meet at the Rite Aid.
Rite Aid or Ridley's is pretty much your only.
Yeah.
Maybe Paul's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or if you want to get some grub, go to fucking, oh Jesus.
My father's place?
My father's place is a good place to meet. especially in the summertime.
Yeah, or anytime you want one of the best possible chocolate malts ever made in the United States. I'm not kidding. They have awesome chocolate malts. If you haven't been to my father's place in McCall,
just look for Betty Boop in the car on the side of the...
Exactly. And you want to get the Ortega burger, which has an Ortega chili on it. I mean, and like, pepper jack cheese and stuff, but like whole Ortega chili on top of the burger. It is awesome. And the chocolate malt. And make sure you're hungry when you get there, because their portions are not what you would call sane.
One might even call them superhuman.
Yes.
And don't forget to go to the Ice Festival in late January, early February. Always good ice sculptures go in there.
Yeah, it's cold, man.
It is cold. It's quite the trip to make it up Highway 55 during that time of year. But
it is.
But if you can make it, go. It's fun.
Yeah.
Now that we've just done our own McCall events calendar.
Yeah.
I've been to my father's place like once. Like a long last time ago. I can't remember what I had there. It's the only place I've seen a Segway in the wild.
A Segway would be a very convenient ride to get around McCall in.
It would.
Just when we live in Boise, you'd expect that at some point in time or another, you'd see a Segway going down the road somewhere.
I have seen Segways here in Boise.
I've never spotted one here.
I've seen them on downtown on occasion, but that's
saw one
about
going
it.
right down the sidewalk. Yeah, it was like.
Well, the main drag in McCall is just one big L shape. Like it's just you come north and then you go fucking west, and then then you start bowing up towards the north, going to New Meadows.
Yep.
Yeah. You turn around and stay in McCall.
But,
or so you continue going north, but then you end up in a lake. So,
yeah.
No. I think we got off topic.
Yeah, pretty badly.
Well,
considering we're trying to end the news show.
Are we?
Well, it's funny that we talked just long enough to bring it in at an hour.
All right.
So it actually might just be under because of the pre-show. Maybe we should keep talking for 3 minutes so we. No, that's good. All right. Well,
we could do 3 minutes of me making weird noises.
No, we can't.
Okay.
I was half tempted. I was like, "What kind of noises?"
I'm gonna veto that shit right now.
Okay. All right. Well, we're glad to be back. And for the Nerd Effect News Show, we have been
Michael Mogan,
Mason, Ireland,
and I am Dustin Vancouver, and we will catch you guys on the flip side.
Yeah, baby.